Hey folks, Coach Simon here. Now welcome to Q&A Shorts. I thought what I'd do is I'd put a series of shorter videos together answering specific questions that people have written in on the YouTube channel, asking me how to train, what to eat, all these sort of things. So without further ado, let's talk about one question that a guy asked me last week saying, I'm 50 and I've been training, doing a lot of CrossFit, so I'm very strong and I've literally just got into cycling. So I'm 3 months fresh into it. How can I improve my aerobic capacity so I can hold big numbers for longer, especially when I'm climbing up hills? So without further ado, let's talk about that. First off, let's talk about strength. So this guy is a CrossFitter and has been doing it for a long time. So he's very strong and he understands movement base. So there's no need to go back to basics and work on strength endurance with him. He's super conditioned. I get you to focus on lifting heavy in the gym. To start off with, as warm-ups, I'd make you do movement-based, so step-ups, walking lunges, things of that nature, just to make sure that you're activating your glutes, hamstrings, quads, in a way that's going to make sure that you're prepping ready to strength train effectively. And then what I would get you to do is work on main lifts, so squats, deadlifts, push, pull. Now we know that you are familiar with this, so it makes sense to keep you working on that front. Ultimately, what you want to do is bring down the repetitions, have a few more sets. So you want about 5 to 6 sets in those lifts, with the focus, once you've done a really good warm-up, to lift heavy. And with also focus in the last 2 to 3 sets, in the last 2 to 3 repetitions, lift as heavy as you can. And that way, what you're going to do is you're not going to add lots of muscle bulk, but you'll keep your strength. I think the biggest thing to talk about is how to improve your aerobic capacity engine. This guy was saying, look, how can I improve this so I can hold my numbers as I'm climbing? Let's talk about what aerobic training does for you. It increases your plasma volume, increases the aerobic enzyme activity, it increases the mitochondrial density within the aerobic muscles, it increases capillarization, it increases your stroke volume. Thing is, with aerobic training, it requires you to spend a lot of time sat at a specific heart rate zone or power zone and never really get out of it. And let's face it, a lot of us just don't have time to do that week in, week out, day in, day out. So is there any kind of training that you can do during the week, midweek, which is short on time, which is high intensity, that can increase your aerobic ceiling? A block of VO2 training can help with this. A block of linked sweet spot and tempo training sessions can help with this too. And you could do some chain tight aerobic training sessions at the weekend, but all of this I'm talking about, you have to be pretty careful where you put these in because they're quite taxing on the body. If you were to put these into Training Peaks and look at the TSS score at the end of each week of doing these sort of kind of sessions, you'd want to make sure that you're periodizing that particular block where you're working hard and backing off so you can absorb the training and not get overly fatigued. But there's no real way to get around answering this question other than aerobic training needs to be done on a regular basis, and it's the compounding effect of doing that aerobic training over the years that builds the aerobic engine that new cyclists are looking for. Let's give myself an example here. About 10 years I got back into cycling and I was doing hard training sessions, lots of threshold sessions, lots of hill rep sessions, and I got stronger, I got faster. I could stick in a bunch and I could really hold people's wheels and challenge them when we were racing into signposts for a little bit of fun. But the thing I found pretty tough was riding longer rides. Over the last 6, maybe 7 years, if you look at my Strava, I have been consistently putting in 12,000 miles a year on the bike. That compounding effect has helped me be able to ride over 100 miles, 200 miles at a consistently strong effort. Now, I truly believe that everything I've been doing in the gym, so all my power work I've been doing, all the plyometrics, all my VO2, my consistent efforts doing hill reps and threshold sessions, has helped me build that powerful engine so I can still put out big numbers when I want to and still challenge myself on hill climbs like Sarcolobra, for instance. But without doing that long focus on the aerobic capacity and being very strict within those zones, I don't think I'll have built that engine to be able to ride as strongly and consistently fast on an average basis over those distance without it. So I'll say it again. You can try and push your aerobic ceiling up by using intensity and working on your strength. And by all means, yes, focus on that. It's really important. But there is no way to get around this, is that to develop that aerobic capacity engine that most people are looking for to be able to ride at faster, more average speeds, you have to spend time doing aerobic capacity. Right, I'm going to end it there. Now, normally I have little clips and extra slides that I throw in there, but these are raw videos that I'm creating just for you guys who've asked me questions about training. And I'm probably going to do one of these every month, depending on who asks me questions. I think the next one I'm going to talk about is how to fuel your training versus how to fuel your racing. Do me a favor, if you like this video, put a thumbs up on it. If you've got any questions, you want to ask me any questions that you want me to do videos on, stick them in the comments box below. Who knows, maybe these kind of videos really resonate with you guys and I'll do more of them. And look, if you think this video is helpful or you find my channel helpful and you want to introduce other people to my channel, I'd be super grateful because I am actually trying to grow this. So look, thanks for watching and I will be back next week with a video about what I'm doing in my training so you can get an understanding of how I'm prepping for the Inferno Swiss in June.